India.
Thank you.
And just I want to know about your introduction, that in which capacity you are working in British Virgin Islands.
Sure. So I am with the government of the British Virgin Islands. I represent the territory in the financial services area throughout Asia. Our office is based in Hong Kong, but we cover the entire region, which includes India, China, Southeast Asia broadly. So we are pretty much the foreign representatives of the government here in Asia, specifically today in India, and happy to be here.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yes.
ma'am. So I am working as a promoter for Xeno Portfolio,
Okay.
and I'm so happy that Xeno Portfolio got the certification from British Virgin Island, and 8th of this month we got the renewal as well.
Wonderful.
I just want to know the criteria, on which criteria British Virgin Island gives certification to any of the financial firms or organizations.
Sure. Well, first, congratulations on your renewal.
Thank you.
And thank you for trusting us.
Thank you.
And we have very specific criteria depending on the type of structure you have. That criteria is pretty much managed and led by our Financial Services Commission, which is our regulators. And of course, we're making sure that we have good actors, good business, credible businesses in our jurisdiction. So there's a list of criteria to be met. However, it varies based on the structure you have. But it certainly includes quite a, several checks, who's your auditor, who's your director. They want to kind of get a sense of if you're a virtual asset provider, you might have to do a demonstration to show that your platform works, for example. So it varies. It varies.
Okay. So one more question: how easy to get the certification from BVI, or how difficult to get the certification from BVI? Both the things.
And you mean in certification and incorporation?
Incorporation
document?
from registrar. Yeah.
So some of the very basic structures, the BVI, you can literally get them in days. If it's a very basic structure, straightforward structure, you can get a BVI company in 2 days, 3 days, a week. The more complex the structure is, the more checks, the more criteria might be applied by the regulators, so it can take slightly longer. So I guess, if you're looking at a fund, investment fund or something like that, it could be maybe 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes less. If you have a virtual asset business, that could be, slightly longer, maybe 2-3 months, 6 months delay. So, but a basic BVI company, literally in days, in hours. We have so many companies. We have 350,000 companies. We're a well-oiled machine, so it's easy to set up a BVI company. Very easy to have.
So once any organization is formed, so in the very next year the firm can get the certification, or the BVI checks the 4 to 5 years of record first, or within a year or 2 years it is easy to get the certification, or it needs time to keep a check on the records of any XYZ company?
No, we welcome startups.
Okay.
So we have incorporation, for example. You're talking about your micro business, for example. That's a startup. We even have a sandbox where you can test your business idea against the BVI regulation. So no time is required. You may have a different product to introduce, for a small startup, but we don't consider time. We just have that criteria which you mentioned earlier, where we check to make sure that everything is in place. Yeah.
One general question, not related to BVI, where you can see fintech, financial technology, of 10 years down the line?
That's an interesting question. I think many people questioned fintech before. Is it gonna stay? Is it gonna last? I think right now we know it's not going anywhere. And I think I see it working very much in complement with your traditional businesses, your banks, etc. And it gives a lot of access to persons who don't have access to finance and financing. So I think it's here with us for the long haul. I think in 10 years we will see, I guess, a more structured way to look at fintech, maybe the regulatory structures will be slightly different and more advanced, but I think it'll certainly be progressing positively, and we're excited about that. BVI is very open to fintech. We have our new virtual asset legislation, which speaks just to that. So we're very, very in tune and in touch and excited about fintech and its future.
Yeah. And one very last question.
Sure.
Being a woman, you are into this world. I want you to convey a message to my lady leaders, those who are working in this market,
Sure.
that they need, what confidence they need, what character or what inbuilt qualities they need to stay strong in this market. So please.
Excellent question. And to our ladies, our future leaders, current leaders, I think it's about being yourself, being confident, being brave, and having presence. I think it's important to know your market inside out.
Yes.
No doubt about what you know, what level of, and keep abreast. I think it's just about continuing to reinvent yourself and like just have presence, because it's such a male-dominated field. When you're in that room, you're around that table, the gentlemen need to know that we're here and we're here to stay. So I think for me, it's about confidence and just understanding the product and continuing to reinvent ourselves. So that's what's worked for me, and I hope that can help the ladies on your team as well.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Such a
giving your
pleasure.
time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's my pleasure. Coming in for a photo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Come.
Thank you. So good to chat. That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you to you too. Really, BVI is one of the part of our business that is boosting.
Right.
Yes.
I've heard your colleagues came.
Xeno portfolio XP.
Yeah. This is
Yes.
our.
BVI.
Your colleagues told me a lot about it earlier. So we spent a lot of time discussing, and we thought, right. So we understand how important it is, and like I said, thank you for trusting BVI,
Yes.
because it seems like you're growing and you're doing quite a bit. So we're happy to be a part of that journey. Really, really, really pleased. Yeah. And it's a coincidence, no coincidence that you met us here today. It's very, very, very good.
Thank you. Nice to meet you,
Same.
ma'am. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Let's keep in touch. You have our details. You have our